too much. But anyway, if you like what the UK column does, you'd like to support us, please go to support.ukcolumn.org. There are options to help us out there. You can make a donation. Now, please remember that if you do make a donation, rather than joining as a member, that doesn't give you access to the membership site and the UK column news extra and so on. So do join as a member if you'd like access to that. There are various membership levels there. You can pick something up at the UK column shop. That helps us out greatly and helps get the word out about us. If you are into health products and you'd like to pick something up from clivedecarl.com, you can do so through here as well, and we'll get a small proportion of the sale price. Now, if you can't do any of that, that's absolutely fine, but at least share the material if you possibly can on the various platforms, because we do continue to suffer from censorship regime and so on. Now, yesterday, the interview with Raja Mia about Asian grooming gangs went out. It is on the website now if you'd like to go and look at it. It is a fantastic interview. Look at it if you possibly can. And we do have let me just see here. We do have a bit of an exclusive here, I suppose, for Monday's news program. In fact, it's more than suppose. So an unreliable witness. So Brian has a little bit of video here to show if this thing will even nearly work. Here we go. Let's have a listen to this.
Sometimes life throws something unexpected at you. It can be a letter, it can be a parcel, or it can be a chance phone call. And a few days ago, I received such a phone call from another journalist. The conversation we had took me back many years, to 2008 in fact, and to a story that I was covering at the time. But it was only later, when I dug deeper into the UK column files, that I realised the importance of a story that we covered many, many years ago. And I believe that that story is a significant part of the jigsaw in obtaining justice for Lucy Letby. So for our audience today and the wider audience for UK column, please join us on Monday, the 3rd of February at 1 p.m, where we will be revealing what that case was, what our research was many years ago, and why we believe it holds a key part of the jigsaw for obtaining justice for Lucy Letby. Join us then. Thank you.
Okay, so do join us at 1 p.m. on Monday for that, during the news program, of course. But that is going to be an interesting exclusive. Now, let's move on to the European situation. And first of all, what we have here is the wonderful Ursula von der Leyen. So let's bring her on screen because she is, well, here she is with...
She's very important, Mike. She's got a lot of people around her.
She's got a lot of people around her, but one of the people is King Abdullah.
King Abdullah from Jordan, Lawrence of Belgravia.
Lawrence of Belgravia. So the European Commission, this is because the European Commission has signed a €3 billion deal with Jordan. On Wednesday, actually, this was. Ursula said, our financial and investment package of $3 billion reflects the urgency and scale of the challenges Jordan faces as a region. And my question is, because this deal is all about, well, it's a mixture of loans and grants, first of all, but it's all about strengthening the Jordanian government support for its armed forces and, quotes, continue working on durable solutions for refugees, including complementary pathways for protection and safe and voluntary dignified returns. The question is this got anything to do with Trump's recent discussion on Gaza?
Well, I can tell you those dignified returns will not be Palestinians being allowed to return to their old homes, ancestral homes in Palestine. I think this is absolutely connected because what Trump did, listen, Mike, it's no secret. Donald Trump has a big mouth and stuff inadvertently always slips out, especially when he's doing these kind of casual, informal conversations. And I don't think he was supposed to say the word Jordan. It kind of came out very awkwardly. He talked about Egypt and then he said Jordan and then he does his sort of normal stumbling with a caveat. So I think he gave the game away. Donald Trump gave the game away. He gave the game away of the ethnic cleansing of the West Bank. So he has effectively already promised the West Bank, or the annexation of the West Bank, to the Israelis before. But to formally complete that process, you need to get rid of the problem. And as the Israelis, they need a final solution to the Palestinian problem. They need to get rid of the Palestinians in the West Bank, like they're doing in Gaza. And so this is what the radical right in Israel is talking about. This is what's being said in sort of muffled tones. And Trump just basically said the quiet part out loud. And now you can see the agenda is kind of coming open again. This has massive implications. I don't even know where to begin. On the Jordanian side, it could destabilize Jordan in a way that might end up pushing out the royal family. There's already huge protests in Jordan. I mean, it's a tinderbox already. And the royal family's position there has never been more tenuous in its history. And so what Trump is proposing there, I mean, it would just be who knows? It could cause a regime change type event in Jordan, Mike. And who would manage a regime change in Jordan? Let me guess.
Well, Trump.
It would have to be the Americans and the British, because Jordan is their colonial possession.
Right.
Full stop. So, and then Lawrence of Belgravia might end up in Belgravia after that. And who knows who will be the technocrat that they parachute in to create the new unity government whenever that happens. I mean, we're talking about these in theoretical terms, Mike, but if that happens and the West Bank people get pushed into Jordan, anything's possible at that point.
And